The countdown has begun. What is going on, beautiful people? Lee Hammock, your favorite diagnosed self-aware narcissist here, better known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains live. Y'all, I like doing these lives and whatnot. Today's live is going to be about the one thing that everybody needs when you're dealing with a narcissist, when you're trying to survive a toxic relationship, when you're trying to heal from a narcissistic relationship. The one thing that a lot of people, that everybody needs, literally everybody needs, is discipline. Discipline. You have to be disciplined. You absolutely have to. That's one thing that everybody needs if you're trying to survive a narcissist. It is literally what you need. If you don't know what discipline is, it's the practice to obey rules or code of behavior. Yeah, know what discipline is. Those definitions don't make sense to me. But you know what discipline is. You have to stay strong. You have to be disciplined in your resolve. You have to be disciplined in your healing, because once you leave a toxic relationship, once you're trying to survive that situation or heal from that situation, you have to stay strong. You have to absolutely stay disciplined. You have to. Narcissistic people hate it when you have discipline. Hate it when you stick to your boundaries. They hate it when you can remain strong and you can heal and you can grow. They hate it with a passion. That's why I tell people, that's what I tell people. It literally, it helps you heal. It helps you grow. It just does, y'all. When you have to, you need it. You have to be in control of yourself. You have to be able to train yourself to do something in a controlled or habitual way. That's what discipline is. That's the definition that works for me. You have to be able to train yourself in order to grow. Because if you don't have discipline, you're going to break no contact. If you don't have discipline, you're going to give up the cheeks when they want to clap them. You just are. If you don't have discipline, you're going to give in to their demands. If you don't have discipline, you're going to consistently break the boundaries that you have set. If you don't have discipline, you're going to consistently allow them to run over top of you. Discipline in all means. One of the things that a lot of people I see lack discipline is the sexual discipline. So many people struggle with having the sexual discipline. Oh, Lee, it's the best I ever had. I don't know if I'm ever going to get my cheeks clapped like that again. And that's why I keep going back. Y'all. And I suffice to say this, there ain't no sex on this planet good enough for you to sacrifice your life. Good enough for you to sacrifice your freedom. Good enough for you to sacrifice your mental health. Well, Lee, you haven't had your cheeks clapped like this. No, I have not. I haven't. Woe is me. I haven't had my cheeks clapped to the point where I'm just like, oh, I can't live without it. You can. How did you survive before you got into this toxic relationship? How did you survive? I feel like a lot of people have to ask yourself that question right there. How did you survive in that space right there? You survived before this, you're going to survive after this. That's why you have to have a game plan that you stick to. When you go, you have to have discipline when you go no contact. And the holidays are coming up and they reach out to you. They leave a gift on your porch. The gift you've been asking for 10 years that they never gave you. They never gave you a gift before. And when you finally decided to leave, they decided to get you that gift. You have to have discipline to leave that shit on the porch. You have to have discipline to not answer the door or not pick up the phone when they call and try to wish you a Merry Christmas or Happy New Year or Happy Birthday. You have to have that discipline. You absolutely do. You absolutely have to have that discipline, because if you don't have this one thing, you lose. You're going to lose. You're going to live a regretful life where I wish I was more disciplined at the end of my life to be able to control myself. So I would leave it, so I would stay out of that toxic relationship. You just have to. It really just have to. Yep. So just like Michelle said right here, it feels like how they describe rehabilitation for prisoners being released into society. And that's why the recidivism rate is so high. because there's this phenomenon called freedom shock, where you've been locked up so long. When you get out of jail, you get shocked. Your system is shocked. You're like, damn, this is free. This is what freedom feels like. Wow, I'm so used to being locked up in this and having this right here. It's better for me to leave this space. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people see right there. You get a freedom shock from being out of a toxic relationship. It's like you've been, like Michelle just said, it's like you're being released from jail. You get that freedom shock. You're like, oh, this is scary. It's easier to, at least I know what I'm going through when I'm back in this toxic relationship. At least I know what I'm going to get. At least I know who I'm going to get, right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? At least I know the type of person I'm going to run into. At least I know. You know, that's what so many people understand. Like, at least I know. And that's what it is right there. So it gets into that space where so many people get into that dynamic where you have to heal. You have to understand it. You have to keep growing. Like, there's a freedom shock from leaving a toxic relationship. Like, literally. You get so used to something. That's why you say when you get out of it, you have to have the discipline to understand that this is Zen. You have to have that Zen. You absolutely do. You have to be like, yeah, you can train yourself to be, you have to, y'all. You have to practice. No contact is, no contact. Not only look, have the discipline that when you're trying to co-parent with a narcissist or a toxic person, that you only responding to the stuff about your children. I don't care if it's a long message. I miss you. I love you so much. I wish I would have treated you better when we were together. I want my family back. I want my family back. I want my family back. Our son is sick and he needs some cold medicine. Okay, what kind of cold? Go to the store, get some Dimetap, because they're allergic to Robitussin. Boom, got it. This is the only thing you're responding to. Discipline. Who said? Somebody said, I haven't seen you since high school. Who are you? You know me? You know me from high school? You're just in that space right there. You have to have the discipline that even if they create a fake number, block. You have to have the discipline to, if they show up at your house, to call the damn police. Discipline does not mean just take. It doesn't just mean inaction. Discipline sometimes can be taking action. Sometimes you can be disciplined to take an action. Disciplined enough to call the goddamn police when you need to. Disciplined enough in that space right there. You have to have that discipline. And I didn't go to Rockdale High. I went to Reedsville High School. So unless you're from Reedsville, North Carolina, I don't know Rockdale is. You're so helpful. Thank you for, yeah, appreciate it. That's the goal, y'all. The discipline. You have to discipline instead of like when you're lonely doing New Year's and you don't have anybody to give you that New Year's kiss. You know what I mean? You don't have anybody to give them that New Year's kiss. You want to text them, right? The discipline to not send that damn message. The discipline. You know what I mean? To not do that right there. The discipline. Disciplined. You have to stay disciplined. You have to be empowered. It's a requirement. It's an absolute requirement to be disciplined, to stay disciplined in a lot of these spaces, in a lot of these dynamics. But to get the life you want, you have to have that discipline. You have to have that strength to say, no, oh no, I don't like that. Oh no, that doesn't work for me. Oh no, I don't want that to happen right there. This is what you already have, y'all. So you have to empower yourself in order to keep moving forward in this space right here. Like, seriously. And that's what it is right there. If you get bored, like reality, yeah, as soon as you get bored and whatnot, you have to stay strong, y'all. This is about strength. It's about discipline. It's about just, focusing on your resolve. It really, really is. So if you don't have discipline, like I said, I'm just being real. If you don't have discipline, you're literally going to lose. Because like, well, Lee, I don't have the strength to not respond to them when they text me. Well, you're going to lose. Well, Lee, I don't have the strength to not open the door and bend over when they come over. Well, you're going to lose and you end up with a baby. Lee, I don't have the strength when she just texts me the picture of the cheeks. I don't have the strength to not go over there and clap them. You're going to lose. You're absolutely going to lose. It's losing, like I said, that's the mindset of it all right there. You got to give, like, if you don't have the discipline, they show up and like, oh, I want my family back together. I know I treated you horribly for the last 7 years, but like, what about me? What about our kid? What about our daughter? You see what I'm saying? You have to have this. You have to be disciplined. This is the one thing that you need. This is the bit, like, having discipline and that strength and that resolve is the foundation for being strong in order to get out of and stay out of a toxic relationship. Like, seriously, if you don't have like the discipline to keep blocking those accounts and not responding to it, you know, the discipline to arm yourself, if you're in America, to arm yourself to use that Second Amendment, if it comes, like, to use the Second Amendment, if it comes down to it, the discipline in that space right there, like blocking on a daily, like working out, like doing bicep curls, like 1 block, 2 block, oh, a third account, one more, 3 blocks. Keep blocking them. You got to keep blocking them. It's just like working out, y'all. Strengthen your discipline and your resolve, just like you doing squats or some curls or something like that, some push-ups. The discipline to run around the block and whatnot. You know, that's how it is right there, y'all. The discipline to say no to to say no to flowers. The discipline to understand that you don't, every apology that is thrown at you, you don't have to accept every apology that is given to you. You know, you don't have the discipline to understand that you don't have to reconcile with people that do apologize to you. Even if they do apologize to you, you know, in that space right there, you know, even if they do apologize to you, it doesn't mean you have to get back with them. Every apology does not have to be accepted. And then if you do accept an apology, your acceptance of an apology can be revoked. The discipline to revoke the acceptance of an apology that is not sincere, that is not remorseful, that is not accompanied by consistent change behavior. Yeah, absolutely, Michelle. Michelle got it right. You can forgive without reconciling. Just because somebody says sorry to you and you say, apology accepted, peace. You can say peace to them. You can say, just like, look, you can throw the peace sign up at them right there. And if they don't, look, and this the balloons, you can tell if it's real right there. So if you do the peace sign, y'all balloons pop up and stuff like that on the back. Oh, confetti. It's different things right there. There you go. Discipline to shoot the fireworks up. You know, that's why you had to have a discipline to stay as strong as possible, y'all. So I'll open up the floor for a few questions. Then I got to head home. I've been in my office all day working, y'all. I'm working on my 2 courses. I have 2 courses coming out. If you don't know, the discipline to get this book for your kids, to share with your kids, it's called Remember It's Not Your Fault. The discipline to check out my kids' book on Amazon to help your kids understand boundaries and telling them the truth and dealing with toxic households and toxic people and whatnot. I'm going to put the link in the comment section. It's called Remember It's Not Your Fault. It's available on Amazon. You know, I think it gives him power when I block him because he knows he got to me again. No, I don't. So in this space right here, who cares what he thinks? Block his ass. Instead of just letting him, like I said, block his ass. He didn't get to you. You're getting to him because he had to create fake accounts for you to block. Oh, she blocked me again. You know, I think if you don't block him, he just understands. He's like, well, I wore her down, and now I wore her down. Now I wore her down. Now I'm just gonna keep sending her stuff. I'm gonna keep blocking, but do whatever you want to again. But I'm blocking. You always pop into like you could have dropped the question right there. I would have answered it though. You know. Yep. Not my fault. Already know before I came here. No what? I got the book for my inner child. There you go. See. Do you block them even when you have shared custody? So in this, sorry y'all. Hey. So to me, that really just depends on the. So if I was co-parenting with a narcissist, I would if I was co-parenting with a narcissist, I would funnel it down to 1 or 2 forms of communication. I wouldn't have every line wouldn't be open. You know, you can't text me, email me, call me, voice. You can't Snapchat me, Instagram me, Facebook, but you can't do all that. I just feel like you can have 1 or 2 forms of communication. Let's keep it here. You know what I mean? I don't think my narc is smart enough to create a fake account. Well, girl, If you ain't smart enough to create a fake account, and if we're not smart enough to create fake accounts, what are we saying? If you're dating a narcissistic person that doesn't have the intelligence to create a fake account, girl, come on now. You gotta raise our standards too. That's one thing you gotta do too. That's the next video. Raising our standards. You know. Yeah, there's also appreciate the blessing, y'all. There's also a co-parenting. There's a few different co-parenting apps. Jessica did that right there. So, but yeah, Thursday night. So this is where here, y'all. Thursday night we have a Thursday night. Our live show is going to be about dating again, finding love after a toxic relationship. So, finding love after a toxic relationship is what we're doing Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? Thursday night. So that's what we're going to be doing Thursday night, y'all. I do have to hop off here. I had to head home and whatnot at 6:30. So I'm thanking y'all for tuning in to another Self-Aware Narcissist Live. Make sure you check out the kids' book, Remember It's Not Your Fault, on Amazon. And also I have the Self-Love Journal on Amazon too. Lee Hammock, I Love Me, at Self-Love Journal. Y'all be safe. Take care of yourselves. And of course, mental illness is out. Peace. Boom, boom, boom.